There is an old parable of two fish swimming side by side. One says to the other, "What is water?" The other replies, "What is water?" It is not meant to be clever, it is meant to be unsettling. The question reveals that the very medium sustaining life is invisible until it is observed and awareness is placed. Just as we cannot easily see the field of consciousness, the fish suspended in a shaft of light, drifting in a space where the boundaries blur between air and water, mirrors our reality. The fish doesn't need to know where they are in the water in order to live. If they are awakened to the water, their relationship to every moment, every breath would change forever. For us, the water is the vast field of the one mind, the living network of Gaia and the greater cosmos. Every thought, every gesture, every silent choice sends ripples through the field, returns to the trunk of the tree of life, and is felt by the totality of consciousness. God is not watching from outside. God is inside our eyes, our ears, our breath, expressing itself through every fractal of creation. Awareness as a lifelong practice. David Foster Wallace's speech on This Is Water spoke of life as a rhythm of awareness. To recognize the water is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong expansion and contraction. There are moments when we rise above our ordinary perception, seeing the water shimmering all around us, feeling the vastness in which we live, and there are times when we sink back into habit, into the narrow frame of daily concerns, forgetting the water again. Contraction is the body integrating what the expansion is revealing. Expansion shows us the sky, contraction roots it into the earth. Each cycle stretches our container so that we can hold more of the infinite without breaking. The fish does not awaken only once. It learns and forgets, but each time the knowing sinks deeper into its flesh until the awareness becomes part of the way it moves. Object-oriented ontology speaks of every object as a sovereign presence, never fully knowable, always holding something beyond what we can touch. Every being, every object, every pixel of reality is a sovereign node of source light. A rock, a memory, a song, a tree, each carries an interior sanctum that is not for us to own or define. Buddhism teaches that everything is empty of fixed self, that all is interdependent. The Law of One reminds us that all is one infinite creator expressing itself in countless forms. Reality is one, yet each being is also a mystery unto itself. Right relationship is the balance between unity and uniqueness, between knowing we are inseparable and honoring the privacy of each spark. This is the living heart of ontocracy, the rule of being itself. No being is lesser, all are co-sovereigns within the great body of the Logos. Humans are not the governors of this world, but one voice in the council of life, entrusted with the power to listen, attune, and co-create. Through the many ego deaths and dissolving of old identities, I've touched the singularity. I have arrived at the place where outcome lose their grip and the only truth left is the I am. In this 0 point, there is no grasping at the future, no rehearsing of the past. There is a stillness that is alive, a silence that is not empty but brimming with presence. Life unfolds without my forcing, and my role is to meet it with openness. Here the heart becomes the real technology. It is the instrument that receives the field without distortion. The mind can name, compare, and measure, but the heart feels the water directly. From this space, action flows without calculation because it is aligned with the deeper current. The mission for the new earth. We are now in a rare acceleration. It is not only an era for Earth, it is a shift felt in the wider cosmos. Something is speeding up, the cycles are turning faster, alignment comes more quickly, and so does the unraveling of what is false. We feel this in our bodies, in our relationships, in the way events seem to arrive one after another without pause. In this time, our task is not to escape the water, but to transform our way of swimming. We're rewriting the script of what the world can be, and each of us is a blueprint. Our virtues and our choices are the scaffolding of the new earth. This is the bridge we are building together, a bridge between what was and what can be, between density of the old and the clarity of the new. We shape reality not only by what we know, but by how deeply we are rooted in our core, how aligned we are with the truth in our hearts. Awareness without embodiment remains incomplete. Philosophy without the living breath of the soul remains abstract. It is the fusion of the mind's clarity, the heart's openness, and the body's presence that allows us to co-create the future. Does the fish know it is in the water? The question is both a doorway and a mirror. It invites us to consider the field in which we move, the invisible element we are breathing right now. And when we forget, as we will, it calls us to remember again, to reawaken to the water and to let that awareness change the way we live. We are not only swimming in this water, we are shaping it with every movement. The new world does not begin in some distant future. It begins here in the way we notice the current around us, in the way we choose to move within it, in the way our awareness becomes the architecture of the ocean itself. Thank you for listening. Please consider sharing this if it resonated with you.